everyone. In this video, I'm going to explain how to combine a dependent variable that has been split into columns by Qualtrics due to the way that the researcher programmed it. Sometimes this happens on accident. The researcher doesn't realize that programming the Qualtrics file in this way will result in in separate columns for the dependent variable in SPSS, or sometimes it's done on purpose when the researcher needs to slightly adapt the dependent variable items for each stimuli that is presented. In either case, you can use this simple trick to combine those columns. So to show you how to do this, I've created a little example survey in Qualtrics. In the little example survey that I've created, I've randomly assigned participants to one of two conditions, either the young woman condition or the old woman condition. And the survey looks something like this. So we have some participants who are assigned to view a photo of a young woman and then answer 3 questions or respond to 3 items. All of the items use a 7-point Likert scale for responses. And in this condition, in the young condition, the items are, I like this young woman is attractive, and this young woman is unattractive. In the other condition, the old condition, we have a picture of an older adult that is shown to participants, and then participants respond to similar items but slightly different. So the items are, I like this older woman is attractive, and this older woman is unattractive. So you can see that in the young and old conditions, the items are very similar. The only difference is whether it says young woman or older woman, and the scales are identical. But what Qualtrics is going to do, because they were programmed as separate questions, is it's going to create a separate column in SPSS for each of these questions. And we want them to be combined. So I'll show you how to do that. So if your file was programmed this way, your Qualtrics file was programmed this way, the SPSS file will look something like this. You can see that you have the condition, the young condition, and the old condition, which you can create a condition column using my other video, using the instructions from my other video. And you can see here that we have like young, and we have responses only for those participants who were in the young condition, and nothing, blanks, for those participants who were not in the young condition. Those participants were in the old condition, and we have responses for them in these 3 columns. So how do we combine those into single columns? So what we want is a column for all participants on the like question, a column for all participants on the attractive question, and a column for all participants on the unattractive column. So this trick is simple and easy way to combine these. So what we do is we click transform, compute variable, and I'm going to call the variable like both. I did this earlier, but we're going to call the variable like both. And we're going to type in sum 0.1. It's important that you type in sum 0.1, not just sum, because the 0.1 tells SPSS, okay, she wants us to add these 2 columns together if there's at least one response in one of the columns. And of course, what we know is participants either have a response in the young column or in the old column. So essentially what we're telling SPSS to do is add these 2 columns together, but of course we know that the other column has a blank, so it's really just going to combine those columns into one single variable, if that makes sense. So what we're going to move over in the parentheses is like young, comma, and like old. And then we put a parentheses, we click OK. Make this small. And you can see our column here at the end of our file Okay, the end of our file is like both, and now participants have a response. All participants have a response in that column. So let's do the other one now. So we'll go compute variable. Let's change this to attractive both. Again, we keep sum point one, but this time we're going to move over attractive young, comma, and attractive old, comma, and click OK. And now what you have, again, is a column for attractive both, and all participants have a response there. Of course, if you had 12 conditions, you would do this same thing, except for you would move over all 12 to the parentheses. So basically in the transform menu, compute variable, you would keep it exactly the same, sum point one, but you would have 12 variables here. So it would be attractive young, attractive old, attractive middle age, attractive whatever the case may be, 12 of them. And that would combine all of those conditions into one single column. If you have any questions about this, or if anything's unclear, please feel free to email me or leave a comment below. My email address is meg.huntoon@gmail.com, and I try to respond very quickly. Or if you have any questions that aren't answered by my current video and you think it would be helpful to have a video, please send me an email with recommendations, because I'd be happy to make those if there's something that would be helpful. Thank you very much.